Hello, we're currently in the midst of a very active Atlantic storm season. On Monday, Hurricane Paulette, went right the way across Bermuda, causing widespread power outages. For the day ahead, Tuesday, the concern is Hurricane Sally. Now, it's close to a Category 2 storm, but it's so slow moving that it's going to affect some parts of the southern states for several days, and it's close to shore already, and there's uncertainty as to exactly where it's going to make landfall. Somewhere, we think Mississippi-Alabama border, so those areas potentially bearing the brunt of this life-threatening storm surge and those destructive winds. But I'll show you the satellite picture now, because there will be many areas in the southern states affected, and because it's so slow moving, we could have historic flooding. This is the satellite picture. There's Paulette out in the Atlantic. This is Sally, close to a Category 2, so really packing a punch. Already hurricane effects being felt from Florida right the way across to Louisiana. So even if they're just a notch down, some of those winds on the periphery of that storm, as I say, it's still packing a punch, and it's going to be slow moving, tapping into this energy, this heat and moisture in the Gulf of Mexico, still feeding more rain, feeding that life-threatening storm surge, and indeed keeping those destructive winds going for longer. In fact, the rain could last for several days, torrential rain amounting to as much as a foot or two, which of course will cause life-threatening flash flooding as well. This is how the rainfall is predicted on the computer model. As I say, there's still some uncertainties exactly where it's going to make landfall, but it's so close to shore now that the hurricane effects are being felt. It is going to have wide-reaching consequences and cause widespread damage to this storm. So do keep your eye on that one. And even then, once that starts to move away, we're not out of the woods, not necessarily for this part of the USA or indeed for this part of the world, but we've got two other storms already brewing, Storm Teddy and Storm Vicky, and Hurricane Paulette is still out in the Atlantic as well. As ever, plenty to keep our eye on.